As the trial of Sean Diddy Combs enters its second explosive week, with jury selection underway and the world's cameras fixated on the courtroom, something far stranger is happening just outside the frame. Sources inside Creative Artists Agency, that's right, the puppet masters of Hollywood, are whispering about a total shutdown. Not from the unions, not over pay. This time, the stars themselves are mobilising. George Clooney, Beyonce, DiCaprio, Jay-Z, A-list household names circling the wagons, demanding silence, demanding the trial end. Why? Not because they believe in Diddy's innocence, but because they believe in his threats. According to our source, a CAA insider with direct access to internal communications, Diddy isn't going down alone. If convicted, he has vowed to drag everybody with him. And if what he claims to know is true, it's not just a trial. It's the potential collapse of an empire built on secret scandals and sacrifice. Because this trial isn't about guilt or innocence. It's about who gets to keep their mask on and who gets unmasked forever. Before we dive in, join the TPV free speech community over on Soju. Soju is a digital space where ideas and information can take place without any annoying algorithms or restrictive rules getting in the way of free expression. The entertainment industry is reeling as the case against Sean Diddy Combs' alleged involvement in a blackmail scandal centered on underage sex and drugs is about to play out in court. As the prosecution prepares its evidence, Hollywood insiders are bracing for a thermonuclear fallout that is set to implicate some of the industry's most famous names. Sean Diddy Combs wasn't just a music mogul, he was a gatekeeper, a connector, a facilitator, and most explosively, a collector of secrets. Behind the champagne, the yachts, the Grammy Awards, and the high-end fashion deals, Diddy was running a covert blackmail operation that made Jeffrey Epstein's network look small-time by comparison. The blueprint? The same. Recruit, entrap, record. In truth, Diddy and Epstein share far more than the public realises. Not just in methods, but in the circles they moved in. We'll get into that soon. R. Kelly's attorney has come forward with a bombshell. Diddy is preparing to name names. High-profile celebrities entangled in his web.
At the end of it, he says something to the effect of, all these people knew they had a responsibility to me to call me and take my calls back in around Easter, he claims, because and that was posted around that time, 6 months about before he got arrested. If I'm going down, y'all going down with me, okay? What that is, and I've talked about this with R. Kelly, okay? He is saying, listen, guys, none of y'all are calling me back. None of y'all are listening. None of y'all want to talk to me now. Well, guess what? I'm going down and that's fine, but you're going to go down with me.
So how is the Hollywood machine responding to all of this? Predictably, with arrogance, desperation, and a complete disconnect from reality. According to a high-level source inside Creative Artists Agency, that's CAA, the power hub behind most of Hollywood's biggest stars, a covert campaign is now underway. The goal? Pressure the American public to end the trial. Not through legal means, not through justice, but by weaponizing celebrity influence and punishing the public into submission. Their strategy is as dystopian as it is delusional. A coordinated shutdown of Hollywood. No productions, no premieres, no appearances. A full-blown strike. Not for fair wages or working conditions, but to shield a man facing explosive allegations, including child sex abuse and trafficking. Multiple A-listers, some of whom are said to appear on Diddy's blackmail tapes, have joined the movement. Their aim? To sway public sentiment and stall the prosecution. Not because they believe in his innocence, but because they fear the truth might be unleashed. This isn't about protecting Diddy, it's about protecting themselves.
Look, I shouldn't even be saying this, but things are moving fast over here, and it's way bigger than anyone on the outside realizes. George Clooney, DiCaprio, Beyonce, Jay-Z, Ellen, they're all backing this strike. Not quietly either. The official story is that it's about consciousness and compassion, that the public's being heartless and needs to wake up. But come on, that's just spin. The truth? They're scared. Diddy has dirt, real dirt, and they know it. I've seen the chatter. They're not doing this because they think he's innocent. They're doing this because if he goes down, he's taking half the industry with him. They're calling for a month-long shutdown, maybe longer. Films, series, red carpets, talk shows, all of it. Some of them are even pushing for an indefinite strike across the entire industry. Total blackout. The idea is to basically punish the public until they start demanding Diddy walk free. I know how crazy that sounds, but that's really what they're thinking. I asked someone high up why they're gambling Hollywood of all things, and they said, quote, Hollywood is American culture, full stop. You pull the plug on it, and the whole country feels it. We are the foundation of everything, and if the foundation crumbles, the house falls. So yeah, that's the play. Starve the public of the thing they love most, entertainment, until they give in. And between us, even the people organizing this don't want to go through with it. But they're terrified. This isn't about saving Diddy. It's about saving themselves.
It's not just Hollywood that's in full-blown panic mode. The deep state is mobilizing, just like they did with Epstein. When the pressure became too much, they staged the elaborate suicide in his metropolitan cell, the very same prison where Diddy's being held, and scrubbed the state clean. They'll stop at nothing to protect their own.
The guards, I was told that the guards, who fell asleep and we all assumed they were broad. Yeah, we all thought that. Well, guess what? They did fall asleep. Their blood was tested the next morning, and they found traces of nitrous oxide. So what's that tell you, Anne?
Wow.
Nitrous oxide is laughing gas, which doctors use it. Laughing gas.
Right, dentists use it. Dentists use it, right.
So that tells us that somebody snuck into a federal facility, a canister of laughing gas. They got access to the ventilation system. They snaked a hose to the right room, turned it on, knocked out the guards. And they knocked out 14 cameras on that floor.
Now, insiders say they're preparing to run the same playbook. This time, to protect the powerful names Diddy's threatening to expose. And at the center of it all, meet Maureen Comey. She's no stranger to cover-ups. Assistant US Attorney for the Southern District of New York, and yes, the daughter of former FBI Director James Comey. The man who helped bury the truth during the Russia probe and beyond. Maureen isn't just any prosecutor. She's been strategically placed in some of the deep state's most sensitive cases. The Epstein investigation, the Ghislaine Maxwell trial, and even elements of the Trump-Russia saga. And now she's quietly inserted herself into the Diddy case. This isn't a coincidence, this is containment. Maureen Comey is the deep state's cleaner, a legal fixer with a track record of protecting the names that can't afford to be exposed. So here's your warning, watch this case like a hawk. Because if history has taught us anything, it's this. When powerful people start to sweat, witnesses go missing, evidence mysteriously disappears, and the official story is crafted before the truth ever sees daylight. And make no mistake, the cover-up has already begun. The strange moves, the quiet redactions, the media gaslighting, it's all in motion. They're counting on you to be distracted. Whatever you do, don't look away now. We've got the details right after this message from our sponsor.